Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought it would be fun if I showed you my fall TBR since fall is now upon us. So I'm going to go through the books that I have mostly not read, but also some books that I have that I would recommend reading. I have 7 that I'm going to show you, so yeah, let's just get into that. The book that is sweeping the nation very, very quickly, we have The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Lori Gilmore. Look at her, she's so cute. I'm so excited to read this. I read the Strawberry Patch Pancake House, and it was so cute. I really enjoyed that book. It was just like a cute little Hallmark-esque book. I hope that that's sort of the vibe this one gives too. I know that she is coming out with another Christmassy one whenever. It might already be out. So I'm excited to get into this one. I think this is the one that I'm going to be reading first. We're following it up with her other book, The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. Again, like, these covers are just like, are you kidding me? Adorable. Yeah, I'm very excited. These, I gave in. I feel like these books mainly hit the ground running because of how they look. Just like the girlies came in, like swooped them up. I think it has like the slow burn effect that I really like. So, and it has angst. That's at least what the Strawberry Pancake House one did. So if anyone has read these, let me know. Next we have, oh my god, this book I went around Barnes & Noble every single time I went there searching for it. It's The Essentials Emily Dickinson Poems. Her poems are so fall coded to me, and like, look how cute and small this thing is. It's a literal little pocket book. Love it. I'm very excited. I love her work, so I'm excited to get more into it. I have only read maybe like 10% more than what you're assigned to in class because I went down a rabbit hole once. Her poetry to me screams reading by the fire, near mental breakdown. I love a good poetry book. It's just sometimes I just forget that I have them because they're so itty bitty, and I'm like, no, I need more plot. I need more plot. And I pick out like my larger ones, my actual like storyline books instead of a nice poetry book. So that would be nice to break up the rest of what I'm reading. Now, this next one I would argue is also sort of in the vein of winter book. Seasonal depression kicks me in the booty every single year. This book I haven't read yet, and I'm really scared to. I've been putting it off for a year. It's The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath. It's just, I love the genre of depressed, manic woman because I think no matter what, like, there's something you can relate to in them. And it's not like the good kind of like, oh, I see myself in it. No, it's like a, oh my god, this is a really horrific reflection being pointed back at me. And I read My Year of Rest and Relaxation and a different book I have in here. They just make me feel gray. That's a good thing when it comes to writing, and I love when writing has an actual effect on me. However, it's just like you need to prepare yourself for it beforehand. But I'm excited to finally get this one done. I'm putting it in fall just so I'm able to hopefully not get as affected by it. This one I feel like I'm very late to the party reading. So, next on the books that I haven't read yet, The Illustrated Adventures of Sherlock Holmes by Arthur Conan Doyle. It's like it's a hardcover, and it has fancy pages on the inside, and it has pictures. I'm a simple woman. I like pictures. You're joking. So this is a collection of 12 different stories. If you care, the stories include The Musgrave Ritual, The Speckled Band, The 5 Orange Pips, The Reggae Squire, The Scandal in Bohemia, The Red-Headed League, The Final Problem, The Empty House, The Devil's Foot, The Dancing Men, The Prior School, The Second Stain, and then it has the original sources and photo credits at the end. There's also an intro in it. I'm very excited for this. I've always wanted to read Sherlock Holmes books, but like, I've never wanted to fully invest in, I don't know, I feel like I get a little bored with really old literature. So I think this will keep me entertained. I feel like a good mystery during fall or winter is the best thing you can read. If you're into like the strictly romance type of book reading, I get that. I also like a good romance book, but I tend to lean more mystery thriller all the time. I'm not really into any other genre that intensely, but I do like a good romance. So I'm very excited. Now, here are my last 2 books. These are more so recommendations that I have already read. We're gonna start with a little easy one. The Nancy Drew Mysteries. These are children's books, but they're so cute. You can literally get them done in 1 to 2 sittings. The writing is so big, and I don't know, it's just a cute little read. This is an original that my mom had back in the 60s. And it smells like an old library, which is really cool. These are her original copies. I decided to read them because they're vintage. They're actually from the time it was published, so I think it's very cool. These are little relics. Now, the last book I'm going to share with you is one of another depressed woman on the verge of a manic episode, hitting manic episode. This one made me cry at 3 different parts in it. The Awakening by Kate Chapman. I wish I had a different copy of it. Like, this looks dumb. I read it in my senior year of high school and I fell in love with it. I literally only chose it because it was the shortest book that we had a seminar type class. She gave us 3 books to read. I just chose it because it was the shortest. I started reading it and I was like, wow, this is actually really good. As I'm wiping away tears. I already reread it. I read it during summer so I could be happier. It takes place in summer technically, so it's not necessarily like a all book, but I feel like it can be. Just put your mind to it. I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like sad books are really good during the fall too, along with murder mystery thrillers. I mess with this book hot and heavy. Should I tell you what the books are about? I feel like that would be helpful. So this one, they have to like go around solving like a little mystery together, and I love a he falls first kind of book. Oh my god. So this is about a girl named Hazel and a guy named Noah, and she works at a bookstore, and little messages show up in between like different books, and she doesn't know what they mean, so she employs Noah to help her figure out what it is. It's sort of like a scavenger hunt mystery thing. I also found out that these all sort of tie together, but you don't need to read them in a specific order. It's just like, if you read the 4th book, you will have references to people in that book, but you won't have to like know anything. They're just referenced. You don't need to know anything really about them. So this is a very much like sunshine and grumpy book dynamic with Logan and Jeannie. Yes, she got a little cafe shop from her aunt, and Logan is a farmer that just doesn't want anything to do with anybody. She tries to get him to sort of become involved and break through his surface, but like, you know, we're gonna put up a little tension. With The Awakening, this woman, she is a wife and mother. It's just, The Awakening is quite literally referencing the awakening she has that she is not satisfied with her life at all. She moves out of the house that she shares with her husband and kids, which like, defending your kids is a little problematic. You know, she had to do what she had to do. I'm gonna support a woman on her journey. She ends up falling in love with somebody else, and then a whole lot happens and it just breaks my heart. Yeah, she just tries to find herself again and like what her actual purpose is, like who she is outside of the family that she created while she was sort of on autopilot. And I feel like that's just such a relatable thing. I haven't made a family like that, but I don't know, just figuring out who you are outside of the relationships and constraints that you put yourself in, and like the things that you do just out of obligation on the daily. And that made me feel really existential. Oh my god. And it was so good to read for my senior year too. Okay, now the last one that I'm adding as sort of like a bonus is something I would read on the cusp of late September to October to get into Halloween. We have Agatha Christie and Then There Were None. I read this during the summer just because like I have read it at that point 4 times. So it's not like I'm reading it again for the first time. So it sort of lost like that spark for me. However, this I think is her best work ever. I have read some other pieces of her. This is the book. If you want to get into Agatha Christie, get into this one first. Or save this one till last so you don't think that everything she makes outside of this book is doo-doo. These 10 strangers are invited to this private island and nobody knows who actually owns it. It's more up to rumor who bought it. So they all get invited there. None of them know each other really. They don't have any idea what their correlations to each other are. So they're just there, and slowly, one by one, people start dying. It's very much a whodunit. Agatha Christie is the only author that does it well, in my opinion, and I love a whodunit by her. The only thing they know that they all have in common is allegedly that they all caused somebody's death in some kind of way. Even if it was indirect, they caused it. So this is sort of like a retribution punishment type thing for them. Through the entire thing, I had no idea who did it. There is a manuscript at the end of it to where it's like from the killer, so make sure to read that because I didn't read that on my first read. So I was like, oh wow, so it was just like, it's up to interpretation. It was a ghost. So then I reread it and I'm like, oh my god. This is one of my favorite books of all time. This is something that I read at least once a year. Those are my fall must-reads and TBR for this year. So yeah, let me know if you have read any of these. Let me know what you think of these books, and yeah, I will see you guys next time. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and yeah, bye guys.